Picking up the real comic stacks. This news pages don't spills, but have you stepping back.
What's up, and welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's my comics busting through your speakers, and there's no time for a real intro. I just want to jump right into the video to discuss recasting or not recasting T'Challa's aka Black Panther. And of course, we went to social media to see what the fans had to say about it. And also, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and comment to let us know what are your feelings on this subject. And now, let's see what social media had to say about it. And yes, I will be narrating. Let's go. Alright, so the first one is the role should be recast. Someone agreed with them, it really should. Someone disagreed. Recast to kill off one of, if not the most formidable character in the catalog would be Sin. Then somebody, of course, rebutted that with a... Alright, so I like this one. Recast. We miss Chadwick, but T'Challa's bigger than one movie story arc. And by the way, Chadwick talked about how Black Panther impacted the culture, especially black boys. He knew it was bigger than him. By the time BP2 comes out, folks will still be sentimental, but should be ready to move on. Plus, I don't feel like MCU Shuri is ready to lead this franchise right now. She herself hasn't had any growth. It'll be interesting to see what Marvel does. Well, that's true, and I totally agree with your message. But someone agreed with him with a gift, this right here. I think this series has legs. Somebody hit him with a recast. Then someone hit him with a retweet, which says this is fine, but T'Challa should be recast. I've seen 7 white guys play Batman, 5 white guys play Superman in my life. Heath Ledger passed after getting an Oscar for Joker, and the character has been played by 2 actors since. Black Panther deserves to live on as well. I agree with this one. And then somebody hit him with that exactly. And after deep thought, I agree with recasting. Initially, it was just after his passing and it seemed inappropriate. Now I think with a quality actor, we can tell the story that would make Chadwick proud. Next one was, yes, T'Challa is a fictional character and should follow the tradition of others' beloved heroes. It's a big mistake to remove it. There are many ways to honor Chadwick, like taking some proceeds from each BP movie and give to the inner city black young actors training programs or to cancer research. I like that. I can agree with that. I don't know. This ain't no Don Cheadle recast. Boseman pretty much defined that role. I think Letitia Wright could have done just as well as the first black woman to headline the franchise, but she blew it before she could even get the job officially. So here's the question that weighed on everybody when he died. Who can fill his shoes without breaking the continuity of the series? I mean, a logical story, that means no Michael B. Jordan. Next, someone responded with pictures of some people that can actually pull off playing the Black Panther role. I totally agree with his post. I totally agree with his post. Do you? Do you agree with his post? I am a big fan of John David myself. Another recast now. And then someone posted a picture. Okay, so these 2 right here will probably be the last 2. So one person responded with, possibly I appreciate the thought of not recasting a role. Like all deaths, take a period of grieving and then take the necessary steps of rebuilding. Okay, lastly, I understand the sensitivity of grieving, but the MCU is moving forward this spring to release Black Panther 2 in 2022. Thus, the case then isn't fair to rush Shuri, a young, undeveloped character, to take over this soon. It isn't fair to those of us who are longtime BP fans who grew up on comics from the 60s not to recast Tchalla. Chadwick was not Tchalla in the real life, and that's what a lot of people seem to get confused about. I totally agree. Now, this one I agree with also, because guess what? Chadwick was more than just BP. All right, he was Marshall, he was James Brown, he was a couple other characters, but those characters that I mentioned, I love those movies. And then he had a couple TV shows that he actually appeared into. But you know, this is just my piece on it. What's your piece on it? Don't be afraid to put your thoughts and comments down in boxes below, because I would like to know what your thoughts are on this subject. All right, until next time, this concludes the video. Yo, Charles Hazleton III, bring that outro.
Spawn a marvel like Miss Rambo with an iron heart. As I don a war machine like a cyborg, living off of the grid, wearing a cloak of darkness, engulfing your evil, so I live. Got to ultimate Spider-Man plus a Danielle K. Oh, damn sexy, excuse me, she's just exciting like my comics. I'm a Viking, Black Goliath.